Alright guys, so on this channel, on the backup channel, I wanted to start doing some testing of different influencer products to see one of three things. Either this is an outright scam, or this isn't a scam but it's a really bad product, or possibly maybe it is a really good product. So we're going to be testing different influencer products over the next several weeks, probably forever, maybe, I don't know. But the first product we're going to be testing out is this right here. It's called Ricky's Hot Sauce. Now, if you don't know what Ricky's Hot Sauce is, this is the hot sauce brand of the infamous video game cheater known as Billy Mitchell, right? Now, if you don't know who Billy Mitchell is, he was a big Donkey Kong player back in the day. He had a bunch of Donkey Kong records and other video games as well, I believe. And then eventually it was found out that he cheated to get many of these records as well. A bunch of people have talked about it, but probably one of the most well-known is the YouTuber known as Carl Jobst, right? He's made a ton of videos on Billy Mitchell over the years, and that's how initially I heard about Billy Mitchell. And eventually, Billy Mitchell sued Carl Jobst, right? Now, myself and many others, when we first heard that I heard from Carl in one of his videos that he was being sued by Billy Mitchell, many people assumed he was being sued for calling Billy Mitchell a cheater, but that wasn't the case. Eventually, we found out when Carl Jobst lost the case, Billy won. We found out that the case was more about Carl making claims that Billy's actions, I believe Billy had sued another YouTuber, and basically a lot of those actions had led to this other YouTuber unaliving himself, right? And there wasn't really a lot of facts to back that up, which caused Carl to lose the case and Billy to win. Now, I follow both of these individuals. I follow a lot of YouTubers on Twitter to see, what's going on. And when Billy Mitchell initially won that case, he started promoting his hot sauce quite a lot. Now, the hot sauce has been around for a long time, but he started promoting it like crazy. He did use the coupon code JOPST or Jobst loses, and you save like 15%. And initially I thought it was kind of funny, and eventually I decided to buy a pack of his hot sauce called Ricky's Hot Sauce. We'll go over why it's called Ricky's in a minute. But this is the first product we're going to be testing to see if it's a scam, to see if it's a really bad product or really good. Now, Billy Mitchell says on his on Twitter, on his website, this is like the best hot sauce out there, guys. So we got to put that to the test. Is this really the best hot sauce, or does it suck? We'll see, right? Now, one thing I want to mention on the website, I actually bought this back in May. I'm just getting around to doing this now. I bought 3 different hot sauces. They're $14.25 each. So it was a total of $42.75. So that's that's some very expensive hot sauce right there for 3 packs, right? Now, initially, when I bought this in May, there was only the 3 that he had on the website that I bought. The world-famous hot sauce, the jalapeno hot sauce, and the habanero hot sauce. Now, since then, there are 2 more hot sauces I don't have. He has the special edition, the King of Kong hot sauce, and he also has Ricky's world-famous Phantasm sauce. So I don't have those 2, just to be clear. I just have the 3 original hot sauces that we're going to be testing today. I have some what is this? Wingstop? Yeah, I have some Wingstop wings. They're boneless wings. I know that's it's against the rules. You got to get them with bone in, but they are boneless rings. But this is the actual package. Let's open this up. To be clear, I have opened this before because I get a lot of packages. I didn't know what it was initially, but I haven't actually opened any of the hot sauces. But I'll put up a picture on the screen so you can see the inside. There's a bunch of text here. I'll go ahead and read it to you. It says, Ricky's our story. Why Billy Mitchell calls it Ricky's. When my father purchased Ricky's restaurant in 1974, it had failed to turn a profit for almost 4 years. Arriving from Massachusetts with my mother and 5 children, he hoped that he could provide a stable living for us by reversing the business's position. At that time, Ricky's restaurant served only drinks, cold sandwiches, and hamburgers. Struggling for 4 years thereafter, the business turned a small profit until October 13th, 1978, when Ricky's restaurant sold its first order of chicken wings. By the end of 1979, chicken wings alone doubled Ricky's restaurant's revenue. That experience led me and my father to realize that Ricky's needed its own unique table condiment that delivered the perfect mixture of quality and taste. That's when the idea of Ricky's world-famous sauce emerged. My father and I launched Ricky's world-famous sauce from Ricky's restaurant in 1980. We started by merely wanting to provide Ricky's restaurant customers with the best hot sauce in the world at no cost. However, due to high demand in the local community, we decided to begin selling Ricky's world-famous sauce everywhere. Since then, Ricky's world-famous sauce has grown into an internationally recognized brand and featured in several Hollywood productions. to this day, my goal is still to provide you the best food condiments at the best prices on the market. Remember, it's no good without the sauce, Billy Mitchell. Now, is that story true? I don't know. Billy Mitchell is a known liar, so I don't know if this story is true or not. We'll guess we'll have to take it at his word. He says this is world famous. I have never heard of Ricky's hot sauce before I started following him on Twitter, and he started talking about it all the time. So keep that in mind, right? And he also says this is the best hot sauce in the world. So we'll have to see, guys. We'll have to see. Now, it does come with 3 hot sauces in here, like I talked about. I'm not like a hot sauce expert, so I don't know. It has the habanero sauce, the hot sauce, and the jalapeno. I believe the habanero is the spiciest. Don't quote me on that, right? They got the jalapeno, habanero, and the regular. So I think we'll try the regular first, and we'll save the habanero for last. But, yeah, these are the 3 sauces right here. Right? Let's pop these suckers open. We got our wings over here. So this is the hot sauce. I got these wings with no sauce on them. They're basically just nuggets, because obviously I didn't want it to be, mixed up with the sauces that come from Wingstop. So we're just trying the hot sauce, right? So let me open this up and we'll try out the first one. All right, so this is the first sauce right here. It just has the story on here again. Ingredients are aged red peppers, distilled vinegar, salt, vegetable gum, and garlic. That's all that's in this. So let's give this a shot. We'll see if this is actually spicy or not. To be clear, I want to make this very clear. I do not have a high tolerance for spice, so I don't know how this is going to go. Be completely honest with you. But this will be the first one right here. We'll dab some sauce on there and see if I can. It doesn't come out very fast, that's for sure. All right, I got a nice helping. Let me get a picture of that with my phone just so you can see it better, because it's kind of dark and small. All right, but this is the first one. This is the hot sauce. Let's give it a shot and see if it actually is hot. All right, that does have some kick to it. Like I said, I'm not very good with spice, to be honest with you. So I don't know if we're going to be able to handle this really strong one. But this one I actually like. Put some more on there. Get another bite. Again, it doesn't come out very fast. But yeah, this is the original hot sauce. Going in for another bite on that one. All right. So I actually really like that. The original hot sauce, I think it's really good. I don't know if it's the best hot sauce in the world. It's very basic sauce. I think he does like commercials on Twitter where he talks about how it's like not very runny. It's like the perfect consistency. To be clear, like it isn't runny, so that is good. Again, I don't know if it's the best sauce ever, but I do really enjoy that. That's the original hot sauce there. Let's cut open the jalapeno sauce. We'll try that next. All right, so jalapeno sauce, again, it just tells the story. Ingredients are aged jalapeno peppers, distilled vinegar, salt, and vegetable gum. So let's open this one up and give it a try. Again, it doesn't really come out very fast. Okay. Really dabbed that one up. I'll get a picture of it again so you can see it on. All right, so jalapeno sauce going in. Let's give this one a try. All right. I actually think the original hot sauce has more of a kick than the jalapeno sauce, to be honest with you. That one doesn't really have much of a kick. Yeah. I'm going to do it again, get a big dab on it. All right, so you can see a bunch of the green sauce on there right there. Yeah, I would say that the jalapeno sauce is pretty disappointing. The original hot sauce is much better in my opinion. This has almost no kick to it whatsoever. That's pretty bland. This one, I definitely don't agree that this one should be world famous. This one's really bland. I definitely would pass on the jalapeno sauce. Let's get into the third one here. This is the habanero sauce. Should be the hottest one. Ingredients: aged habanero peppers, distilled vinegar, vegetable blend, dehydrated carrots, onions, garlic, salt, lime juice, granulated garlic, and vegetable gum. So let's find out how to open this one and we'll get into it. All right, got it open. Let's start dabbing it on the nugget. See what we got. Nothing's coming out. Literally nothing is coming out. Okay. Is this one busted? Okay, guys, literally nothing is coming out of this. There we go, we got one drop. There we go, little bit. It's getting on my thumb more than anything. All right, so this is the habanero sauce. We'll give this one a shot and see how it is. All right, that one has more kick to it. Definitely has more kick than the original hot sauce. It's not it's not like crazy spicy or anything. I was like I said, I don't have like a high spice tolerance, so I was actually worried about, you know, this being like pretty nuts. But this does not have a high spice level. It's definitely more, like I said, than the first one, but it's not like crazy or anything. Like anyone could be able to handle this. The only issue I have with this is like it doesn't come out of the bottle. You gotta like shake it for an hour just to get like 2 drops. I'm really gonna dab this one up and like with a bunch of sauce and then give it another shot and see if it's like super spicy. All right, got quite a bit on that one. Yeah, the habanero's got some good spice. Again, it's not crazy or anything. I think the original hot sauce is actually my favorite. I'm gonna try that one again. This one comes out much easier than the habanero one does. Really lube that thing up. Yeah, so the original one is favorite. This is my favorite. It's got enough of a kick, but it's not like too much. The habanero definitely has more of a kick, but it's not like a crazy amount or more. And this one is just very disappointing, the jalapeno, right? So there you go. Those are Ricky's world famous hot sauces made by infamous video game cheater Billy Mitchell. Now, my verdict, these are not scams. Obviously, they are legitimate hot sauces. I will say they are very expensive. Like I could very easily just go down to my local supermarket, get a hot sauce this size or larger possibly for way less money. These are $14.25 for each one of them. That is a crazy high price, right? But something just being really expensive doesn't necessarily make it a scam. You know, you can charge whatever you want. But I'd say not a scam. I'd say it's a decent product. I will say this is a decent product. These two I would avoid. This one's not very good. This one, if you're looking for something super spicy, there are way better hot sauces out there than this one. But if you're looking for like a solid hot sauce that's pretty good, that's not super spicy, the original hot sauce I would say is very good. But yeah, there you go. There's the first influencer product that we're trying out on the channel. Let me know what other influencer products you'd like me to try out, and I'll give those a shot on the channel as well.